Hi everyone and welcome back to the Torok channel. So today we have a pickup comparison. I'm gonna use this Schecter L-Razor to compare those EMG 5766TW with the stock pickups that are coming with the Schecter L-Razor that are the EMG 81TW and 89R. There's something that will help you recognize those pickups. You've got the red EMG logo. And so when you see a red EMG logo, know that you are talking about dual mode pickups. So for this comparison, as usual, I'm gonna write, have already written, to be honest, demo tracks that I'm gonna play alternatively with those pickups and the EMG 81TW 89R. I'm gonna isolate, of course, the rhythm part that's played with the humbucker mode. You know that these are dual mode pickups, so it's kind of like some splittable passive pickups, even though it's not working the exact same way, but I'll come back to it afterwards. I haven't played the rhythm part of the metal track with the pickup splitted, because really I do not like the way it sounds at all. But I have played leads with the bridge and neck pickup in humbucker mode and in splitted mode. And that's what we're going to listen to now. Okay, so as you have probably realized, there's not a huge difference of tone between the 57 and the 66 and the 81TW and the 89, sorry. The main difference is coming from the level of output, especially on the 57 that has a much higher output than the 81TW. And you also have to know that the 81TW doesn't sound the exact same as your classic 81. It's got less compression, and maybe that's due to the size of the pickup. Just for you to take a look, you know, those pickups are really pretty thick, much thicker than one you would have on some classic EMG 81, 89, 50, or even 5766. They've got the same thickness because you've got two pickups in one. And that's the secret behind the TW series and the 89. That's not called a TW, but that's working the exact same way. You've got, if you take the 89, you've got an 85 plus an SA all in the same compartment. That's this massive thick pickup. So that's what I was telling. There's not a real splittable mode. You're not splitting half the pickup and playing with the second half. No, you're moving from the 89 to the SA, or from the 81 to the SA, or from the 57 or 66 to the SA. That's basically the way it works. Of course, when you play lead splitted, it pieces much easier through the mix. You have a bit less gain, but it's acceptable, and I mean, you don't need more, I must say. I didn't change the setup in terms of gain, in terms of amp, in terms of pedal, when moving from the 81, 89 to the 57, 66, and still I had much enough gain. But yeah, the 57's got much more output than the 89 TW, and you really sense it through the rhythm part. You sense that there's much more gain in these pickups. Okay, now let's move to the clean tones. Again, I have played another demo track. This time I have played it once with the humbucker mode, and then I have done the same track with the split mode. And then I'm gonna let you hear it without the drums and bass and this kind of thing. And I have also played the same track with the 4 different middle positions that you have. That's both humbucker, neck splitted, both splitted, only bridge splitted, and the neck and the humbucker mode. So here we go. And there you can realize a difference of tone that might not be that obvious, but that does exist. The 66 is brighter than the 89. It pierces more easily through the mix, got more mids, I would say, and there's a clear difference of output. You have to know that the height of the pickups was the exact same on both sets. That's 3mm on the bridge and 5mm here on the neck. When I don't press the strings, that's I take the measure here with not touching anything, and that was the exact same space between the strings and the pickups in both cases. So the difference of power is coming from the pickups themselves and not from a setup I have made or arranged or this kind of things. Pretty interesting to realize that the 89 has really a lower output, whereas the 81TW doesn't sound like it's losing that much power when moving to cleans. It's something I have noticed. I don't really explain it because the 89 has really less output when played on high gain, but not on cleaned. So I hope this video is going to help you maybe choose between one set or another. I think they both have an interest. If it was me, I mean, I would play the rhythm part with the 81 TW and the lead part with the 57 or the 66, because more output. The 66, I sense it pierces more easily through the mix than the 89. That's a tiny bit darker, even with high gain. But I enjoy both, and really the difference is not easy to hear, especially I've stayed on the 9 volt mode. I have not moved to the 24 volt mode because well, a lot of people are still using the EMGs with 9 volts battery, and that's pretty much what you get when you buy your guitar with EMG active pickups. And so I didn't want to cheat on this point, but of course if you move to 24 volts mode, you're gonna have more headroom, and it's gonna affect the tone you have. Not really a lot more output. I've heard people saying this, but I didn't realize it by myself. But yeah, more headroom, especially when you play on clean tones. It's pretty interesting. You've got active pickups. They will never sound like passive. They've got that brightness, that crystal clear tone that makes them interesting for a certain genre of music. But I mean, it would not necessarily work for pretty much everything. So they're not bad, but they're special, and for me, it's like playing on some single chords with more bolts. You've got the brightness, you've got something that's fuller than a single coil, and it makes sense playing with those pickups on clean tones. Okay, I think I've said it all. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and see you next time for the next one.